My name's Erika Jones. I'm 28 years old. I live in Wytheville County, Virginia. I have two kids, a 4-year-old named Jocelyn and a almost 2-year-old named Lane. And I am 16 weeks pregnant and I work as a RN at the hospital. Motherhood is definitely very rewarding, but it's very, very challenging. Um, I love my kids. I love my kids more than anything in the whole world, but it is so trying and it's so trying to your mental health. But they are so smart and they're so special and they're so perfect. And I do love watching them grow and learn new things.
Before you became a mom, like how were you raised to think about like pregnancy, having a child, becoming a mother, those types of things?
It's honestly hard for me to, I don't really know when I kind of learned all that stuff. My mom's an OB nurse, but my parents are really, really conservative. So like having babies and stuff wasn't something they talked about until like after I was married. I mean, I definitely got tons of knowledge from her, especially like through my pregnancies, like because I am a very anxious person. So every little thing, I'd be like, well, is this okay? Or is this
Mhm.
okay? So I have had a really good reference to go off of. She's been an OB nurse for, I don't know, 30, 35 years, long
Mhm.
time. So that helped my perception a lot. Um, I probably read books too. I don't remember. Seems like so long ago now. Um, I mean, I do talk to my friends some and my mother-in-law some, but I don't really like ask them questions.
Right.
Especially at this point, I kind of know how it goes, but I do talk to them about it, and I
Mhm.
like talk to how about how I'm feeling and about preparing for stuff and about
Mhm.
like things that I'm gonna need and um and like how babysitting and stuff like that's gonna go
Right.
later when there's three of them.
Are there any like special traditions that you or your family had when you found out you were pregnant for the first time or the second time or third time?
Uh, not necessarily traditions, but my mom crochets a lot. So for every baby,
Hmm.
she like I pick out like an animal rug, like big rug that you buy
Uh-huh.
off Etsy for like $200-300, and she'll crochet it, and then it goes in their nursery, and then she'll
Oh,
make them like a little lovey and stuff like that. And she's done that with all of them. So I guess that's kind of sort of a little tradition that we
that's
have.
really sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, she's really talented.
So going through three pregnancies, how did your lifestyle change? Definitely the first time, but then also the second and now the third time.
Well, and I'm guilty of saying that I have no life because I didn't used to do a lot, but I did do a little. Like I, go do things, and I don't
Mhm.
do anything anymore. I'm either at work or I'm at home because taking two kids out is at this age it's just too much. So it's definitely changed a lot. I used to horseback ride a lot, and I actually
Mm.
had planned on trying to ride my horse again this summer, but instead I got pregnant. But that's something I really like to do, and I would like to eventually be able to do it again. I clean a whole lot, a whole lot because they are very messy. But
Yes.
I was cleaning before, maybe just more. I clean more now.
What are the things that you feel like you did to make your pregnancy smoother?
I feel like maybe I kind of started acquiring things a little earlier, and like of course, you wash the baby clothes, put them. I think I'd done everything a little earlier, so I didn't have to do things like later quickly. And I
Hmm.
did try to like it's hard, but I try to nap when they nap, if they nap,
Mm.
and that helps too, because just being tired, and then just trying to keep an eye out for like used things, so you don't have to buy everything new, and
Hmm.
then you're not in a rush to get everything at the end.
So through nursing school, you learned about, pregnancy from a medical and science standpoint and everything else, and like the prenatal
Mhm.
stage and like infancy and all that type of stuff. Is there anything in particular that like came back to you when you found out you were pregnant for the first time or anything like that? Or even now?
Not really, but only because really nursing school only gives you like a semester of
Right.
prenatal, and I think it's like in the first year.
Hmm.
So I was really never a fan of OB as a profession. So not a lot of that ever really stuck with me
Hmm.
for me to even really think about.
When you found out you were pregnant, did that change how you went through your day at work?
It does. For one thing, I pull on people a lot, and I noticed I'm a lot more cautious about pulling on people. I won't do it hardly as much.
Mm-hmm.
I try to avoid it, really. It just makes me nervous, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to, I kind of have to like get all my work done real quick and then sit down for a few minutes because, for whatever reason, during pregnancy, I have heart rate issues. So I really have to like sit down and let my heart rate come back down before I can to get up and do stuff. So it does make things different. I get hungry a lot more too. So I have to eat more snacks and try not to throw up. You learn like what routines they like, and everyone's different. So you learn like what might help this baby sleep is not going to do anything for this baby. And you really, I mean, of course you unconditionally love your children, but you learn a lot more about unconditional love from them, because they don't, if they've got in trouble or anything, they don't care. They still love you just the same. And they are definitely mimickers as far as them learning from us. They actually, Lane, he doesn't talk a whole lot. He says a few words here and there, but he watches everything. Will pick up his toys because he's seen me do it. He found a spoon in the floor and he put it in the silverware drawer. Like, he's watching.
Is there anything you want him to learn that you're going to actively try to do?
Well, I would like to help him learn to talk some more. I mean, technically he's developmentally appropriate, but his sister was saying like full sentences at this age. Like, she's always been very advanced. She's very, very smart, and he's smart too. I know he is, but the nurse in the back of your mind bothers you a little bit when they're not talking quite as much. But he's appropriate, but it's still nerve-wracking.
And then the last thing is just, is there one piece of advice you'd give to anyone who's thinking about being a parent, or is currently pregnant, or is a new parent?
Just to do your best and try to not be too hard on yourself, because as long as you're taking care of your child to the best of your ability and you're loving them, that's all that really matters. All the fits and everything, it's just little things in the grand scheme of things. That's how they learn. That's how they develop. So just hang in there. Motherhood is just it's an adjustment. Like, you think you're prepared for it, but you're really not. You get there, but you're not.
All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.